Okay, guys, I don't know how much time I have. My battery's going to go die on my camera, but we'll just go as fast as we can. This is Ballsy Fast, and wanted to touch base on a couple of things that's been going on right now that I don't think too many people are aware of, and if they are, then some reason they're not doing anything about it. It is a direct threat on our constitutional rights, our Second Amendment right to bear arms. And before you say, oh, there's guns in the background, you're a biased gun owner, well, you probably don't have guns, and that makes you biased. So don't even argue with me about who's biased. I am astounded by the ignorance that surrounds me. I had a couple of people that I've talked to and stuff. Actually had a woman that I talked to who is a city clerk of our town locally, who I got kind of in a debate with, who told me that if there was an assault weapons ban, that I wouldn't have to worry about criminals getting guns anymore because there wouldn't be any to get. And I said, that's funny because I'm pretty sure that we have a ban on drugs, and somehow they still get here. And her response to me was, well, guns kill people, drugs don't. Wow. That was ignorance. And it astounds me, the ignorance that surrounds me. But we'll get past that, and we'll go right into the UN treaty. The UN wants a radical move towards world peace, and Obama is cool with this. So far, I think they've gotten 47 signatures, and they need like 9 or 10 more to get this to pass. And what this does is take away firearms from us and our law enforcement. They want to disarm our law enforcement. The only people being able to possess firearms would be the UN and or our military, if they allow that. The UN will always have firearms. They want to promote peace with tanks, grenade launchers, flashbangs, fully automatic weapons, and say that we're the bad people for wanting to possess firearms. Another thing that's really bothered me, we are government. We the people are government. The people who are in government are elected officials that we have put there to represent us. But in the end, we are government. Government, the big boys, they want to disarm you so it's something that they don't have to fear. They want to change it so we fear them and they don't fear us anymore. And another thing that bothers me is if our military fails, if some invading country wants to get in here and you disarm the citizens, the militia of the United States, who helps protect me and my family? Should be me. You're taking away my gun, my right to bear arms in the Second Amendment, then you are taking away the ability for me to protect my family against people with other guns. A little fact that I want to hit up on. Been getting a lot of factual information. Kennesaw, Georgia, in 1982, declared that every citizen within the county will mandatorily carry a firearm, or possess a firearm in their home. Sorry, I read that wrong. Guess what? It worked for them. 31,000 people in that county, or town, sorry, and their crime rate is 3/4 less than the American average. 3/4 less. That's a lot. They haven't had a murder in 15 years. Or they have had one murder within 15 years. Sorry about that as well. Reading this real fast. Kind of skipping through some of the stuff. One of the lowest crime rate areas in the country. Wow. You can't blame guns for what people do with them. If you ban guns because somebody shot somebody with a gun, would you ban knives because people get stabbed? And let me hit you up with another fact. In 2004, because this is the closest one I could get to, 34,862 murders from 2004 to 2007 in this country. This gets better. 906 of them were done by guns. The rest were done by bare hand beatings, street brawls, stabbings, drownings, people poisoning people. So take away ban water, ban poison, which would ban a whole lot of stuff. Bleach would be one of them. Let's see, we'll go on to other. Most of the deaths in this country happen by way of vehicle. I guess we're going to have to ban vehicles as well. Let's see. Obesity is a big contributor to death in this country. I guess we're going to have to take away spoons and fast food. Because I guess there's so many fat people out there. And by the way, I have no problem with fat people. I'm doing that sarcastically because it sounds like to me that it is a country being biased, or the UN is being biased, saying that guns are the cause of murders. They are not. Guns by right were made to protect us, not to wage war. People who wage war are criminals who do that. You take guns away from law-abiding citizens, such as myself and hopefully my fellow viewers, then you are giving criminals the power. Somebody breaks into my house, and I've heard this too, and I don't have a gun. My next best option is a baseball bat. Some guy comes in my house with a AK-47 and just starts shooting everything. My family's gone, I'm gone. The baseball bat didn't do anything. You can shoot through the baseball bat. Baseball bat to a guy with a firearm is kind of like coming at a hot air balloon with a pen. All you're going to do is maybe cause a slight hesitation, if that. I think it's ludicrous that guns get the blame. If I threw a shoe at somebody deliberately and it broke their nose, I go to jail, not the shoe. That's how it works. If I punch somebody, I go to jail for assaulting them. But they're not going to blame my hands. They're going to blame me. They're going to blame the person who uses a tool, such as a hammer, to kill somebody with, and throw them in jail, not the hammer. A gun is a tool for protection. People are like, well, then we'll just employ non-lethal. Well, the only thing is lethal firearms are still a lot better to use than non-lethal, because non-lethal doesn't take care of the situation. It just delays it if you can get close enough to use a non-lethal weapon. And if they have a lethal weapon, they still have advantage over you. This is going to happen July 27th if we don't stand up and do something. We have no time. This will become a war within our country. I can see a lot of people now just getting fueled up. And you've got some people out there, and I'm not saying that they're bad people, but that will take this as a infringement on their constitutional rights, and will go to war against their own government if need be. People think that the Colorado thing that happened at the Batman premiere was bad. You pass a law that says everybody has to forfeit their guns. We're not going to reimburse you the price of your guns, and if you don't, we're going to use lethal force to take them. You're going to have mass murders everywhere. You're going to have people who are not gun owners trying to find guns to protect themselves. You're going to have people that are criminals that have guns that are going around and just start killing people. And then you're going to have martial law employed. And then that's another thing. World without law. A guy that I actually watch on here, I consider him a friend even though we don't really talk, is Nothing Fancy, and he elaborates about a lot of things that has to do with this, and you guys should check him out. He's a lot more detailed and educated in this stuff than I am. All I'm trying to do is hit some bases. If you shirk your duty to contribute to the responsibility of let me rephrase that. If you shirk your duty to contribute to the security of your community, you're little better than the criminal who threatens it. You go with the UN and say ban guns, then you are, in my mind, a criminal taking away my rights. You are trying to rewrite legislation, I can't even say the word because I'm getting heated, legislation, and try to rewrite our constitution, then you are a criminal in my mind. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want you around me. That sounds crazy, but that's just how I feel. You're taking away my constitutional rights that help me protect my family. With me being affiliated with law enforcement, I think taking guns away from law enforcement is stupid, because criminals will always get guns. I'm telling you, people, they will always find a way. You ban anything, criminals will find a way to get them. I hope this is getting to some people who are totally against guns. I've met some of these people, and they are walking ignorance. I've tried to carry on conversations and tried to debate them, tried to let them see the light, and they are so stuck in it, what they believe in. It's like, wow, maybe you should join Westboro Church, because that's how crazy you're sounding right now. You're making everybody who sounds like they have a gun a redneck, KKK member, hillbilly, extremist, a terrorist. No. We want to be able to protect our family, not to give the power away to somebody else. We want to have the ability to protect ourselves and our families. I cannot say this enough. I'll start rambling on if I keep on going, so I'm going to end it now. I'll try to get some more videos out, but keep in mind, the UN has been known to use lethal force when it's come to actions like this and kill many people. And nobody says anything about it. They want a world power. They want not a United Nations, because they state that they want to have countries govern themselves independently, but they want to make up all the rules. And then you can govern independently. Stupid. Don't let it happen. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think, get it out there, get this video out there, whatever it takes, get people knowing what's going on here, guys. I have facts. I have tons I can still hit on. I just don't have the time right now. Thanks for watching. You've already made a right step, or taken a right step in the right direction, just by watching this. Thanks again.